What's good, everybody? Time for a DL short. As you guys know, I am a huge supporter of Fresh and Fit. Myron and Fresh are personal friends. You know what I mean? Cool with Big Mo, cool with Chris. I don't know Bills, and I haven't met Bills yet. And I hope to meet him. My last trip to Miami, I didn't get a chance to run over there and holler at my Fresh and Fit fam. But I've met Icy on more than one occasion. She's really cool, really sweet. So, like those are my guys. I really enjoy the early shows on the Fresh and Fit podcast when they talk about making money, keeping yourself in shape, credit scores, buying real estate, investing in whatever, be it crypto or the stock market or whatever, how to start a business, how to network. I love that, the early show stuff. And then they do the after hours. Well, the after hours is what most of the bottom 80 guys enjoy. You know what I mean? Just keep it 100. They really enjoy interacting with and trying to dunk on the women that come on the show, and the women are there to get clout, or they're there to get attention. They're there for whatever reason. Every now and then, they'll have some really good segments, so some really good, really good segments within the after hours that I think is worth watching, and we're going to talk about one right now. Myron and Fresh are really skilled at getting women to play a game, a role-playing game where Myron or Fresh or Chris, they'll act as a woman, and then one of the ladies from the panel would have to be the man and actually approach and try to get a phone number, try to get a date, try to whatever. Like, okay, since it's so easy to talk to women, why don't you do it? I'll play the woman and you play the man. And I haven't seen a woman successfully holler at, you know what I mean, one of the guys on the show. In other words, I've never seen a woman succeed at this task. And we're going to watch right here. This happened, I guess, a few nights ago. This is on the Fresh and Fit Clips. Please go over and on YouTube, Fresh and Fit Clips, like and subscribe there. Also, check out all of their channels, the Fresh and Fit Podcast. And also check them out on Rumble if you're able. Like, go over to Rumble. Like I said, I'm not a big Rumble person. I appreciate what Rumble is doing. The people on Rumble, you know what I mean? They're suspect, but Fresh and Fit went over to Rumble. I went over to Rumble to support them. I watch their show every now and then on Rumble. I'll pull up the tab when I can just to support them. But yeah, man, we'll do a show about Rumble pretty soon. What we're talking about, we're going to be talking about the red pill world, the manosphere, incels, and what the government is doing about it. And I think that'll be a good opportunity to talk about Rumble. But let's watch this, let's watch this video where one of the women on the panel, who was very masculine, I believe she's some sort of entertainer, she's going to play the role of a guy, and she's going to approach Fresh, who's going to be playing the role of Freshina. That's like his that's the name of the female that he's created when they're doing these games, doing these scenarios. And I want to be clear. Myron, Fresh, and Chris, when they do this, they're going easy on the women. They're not being difficult. Like they're really trying to help them succeed. And the women who play this role game as the man approaching a woman fail miserably. So let's check this out.
Star.
Really
I'm
not.
gonna approach.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. So you're gonna stand up. You're gonna come over here.
Stand up. They're gonna see me. I'm standing.
Yes, you're standing, and you're gonna actually. I want you to body language and everything. You're gonna go up to him as if you're a dude, and you're gonna approach him. He's the girl. He's gonna. Here's the thing. What we're gonna do. He's gonna behave like a regular ass girl. He's gonna give you the same objections. He's gonna say the same shit that girls say.
Okay.
He's gonna act like a girl, and I want you to see. I want to see how you handle it, and how are you able to riz her up. Fresh, don't go too hard on her. Just like act like a regular chick. Here's your mic. I'm gonna go ahead. Do we got angles set up and everything?
Yeah, we have.
I'm gonna zoom out on a few of them.
Chick, so I just want to put that.
Move the chair this way, and then I want you to.
I think 5 and 3 is good.
All right, guys. So we're gonna reenact this. We're gonna give her the platform to spit her game.
Spit my game.
Since
You got
study
this,
guys,
boo.
right? So you should know guys approach you.
Take her home.
Remember.
Take her home.
And
Okay.
smash, by the way. Wink, wink.
But we are gonna do it like the way we like to be approached, or just
Yeah.
No,
normally
whatever
they
you
do.
It's
think-
her approaching her.
Whatever's
You're
gonna work.
approaching.
So, and the women on the panel are asking questions because this all began with the someone saying in the super chat, it's like, hey ladies, how do you like to be approached by men? And then that kind of led to them, we're going to do this role play thing. So the women on the panel are sitting at the table, they're confused. Like, well, wait a minute. Or you're going to play the role of a guy approaching you. In other words, Fresh is going to be you, and you're going to play a guy, and you're going to show us how you like men to approach you. That's the question that they were asking. And Myron and Fresh are going to explain to them, like, no, that's not what we're doing. Fresh is going to play a woman that you see, and then you guys are going to approach that woman as a man. So, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of clarification, because this is going to run a little bit.
Yourself.
Yeah.
How you would
How you would want to be approached.
Okay.
How I want to be approached, right?
Yes,
So
how
what
you
works
would
for
want to be
you?
approached.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, she was good.
no, she's just gonna act like a guy.
Oh, okay.
But
So
isn't
he's
that
the
her?
girl.
I thought that was her.
Exactly.
Well, we started as that as the basis.
But you
We're
changed it.
playing a
Okay.
game now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna make
Okay, and real quick, I wanted to stop. Like, you see the young woman who's going to play the guy, right? She's looking at herself on the camera. In their studio, they have a huge television. They have a huge monitor, so she can see herself and she can see all the chats. She can see the chats from YouTube. She can see the chats from Rumble, and she's looking at the chats and she's doing all this stuff, man. I just wanted to pause this real quick for any young dudes who are watching this, right? Be careful of people who are looking for that sort of attention. People who can't stop looking at themselves in the mirror. People who can't stop inserting themselves and wanting to be the center of attention. Be very, very careful dealing with those type people. Uncle Saint is the kind of guy who lurks in the shadows. I sit back and I observe. There are people out there who want to be seen, and they'll do whatever to be seen. So keep that in mind. Ladies, that's for you too. Be careful of those dudes that's always got to be right there. And, I got this, I got that, want to be the center of attention. Look out for those people. But let's continue.
let me because they don't get it. He's gonna be a regular ass girl at a fucking supermarket.
Mhm.
Look at her. She cannot stop looking at the monitor. She's throwing her fingers up. Look at her.
Okay.
Hey.
So
Stop that shit,
we
bro.
know how girls behave and how they act when guys approach them that they don't know. So we're gonna keep it 100% authentic. A lot of the things he's gonna do, you've probably done it, guys that came up to you. Okay.
Okay.
So he's gonna give her real objections. So Fresh, I want you to be looking at, I don't know, something in the aisle. Yeah, looking at energy drinks or something. Now I want you to.
Okay, so in this scenario, Fresh is just a woman who is in a grocery store, like she's in the aisle, she's looking at something. Later on in this simulation, you're gonna realize that Freshina, actually works in the grocery store, and the young lady who's playing the guy is going to approach her in a grocery store. Sees some person looking at something. This is the approach. So that's what we're about to look at. And again, be careful of people who want attention, right? People often ask me, why do women go on Fresh and Fit? They do it for various reasons. The biggest reason I would say is the clout. They know it's a major podcast. They know it's a lot of eyes on there. So you got women out there who have adult content, they have OF content, and they're using Fresh and Fit as a funnel to get guys to come to their platform, and it works. It works really well. Most of the dudes who are watching these shows, this is all they watch. They don't watch the daytime stuff. They're not trying to really self-improve. They just want to be on a platform where they can interact with others and be seen and be heard, not only by other guys, but also by women. In order to be heard, they'll send in a super chat and they try to clown or whatever. But in just keeping it 100, they would love to hook up with any woman or even date or be seriously committed to any woman, OF, adult star, chicken head, stripper, doesn't matter. They would love to be with that woman. They're not trying to better themselves. You know what I mean? And that's something that we talk about on my platform all the time, but we'll get on that a little bit later. I'm always, you know what I mean, talking to the bottom 80, trying to get them to level up. But let's watch this scenario.
Approach him like a dude would, that you think would be attractive, how you would do it if you were a man and you wanted to get a girl. And your goal here is to set up a first date. Okay? That's your goal. So everybody else, be quiet. Don't say anything so that they can go ahead and just have their conversation. We're not going to say nothing. Go ahead.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hey. You from here?
Yeah.
Okay. What you do? You look good.
Do I know you?
No, we just met, sweetheart.
Okay, I work at a supermarket.
Work at a supermarket. Okay. How's that treating you?
Not bad.
Okay. What you like to do for fun?
I like to go with my friends to the beach.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Y'all go often?
Like this young woman right here has no idea how to approach anybody, really. Why should she? She's a cute young lady. She's not out here trying to meet nobody. If she wants to go up and talk to a dude, the dude's gonna be all in to talk to her. She doesn't have to know how to start a conversation. She doesn't have to master small talk. She doesn't have to be knowledgeable and be observant and know how to break down the walls. She doesn't have to know how to read body language in this particular scenario. Women are very, very good at reading body language and being able to read a room. They can tell when people are weirdo or like people might be kind of sinister or what's going on. That's the good guy. That's the villain. They're good at figuring that out. But on a one-on-one encounter, like you just got to start up a conversation. If they weren't women, in particular cute women, I mean, they wouldn't talk to anybody. They would be involuntarily celibate. Let's continue.
Sometimes.
Okay. 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 That's cool. You see you over here. You working hard. I see that.
I'm looking at groceries.
Yeah, you do it pretty good, man.
I'm not a man.
Oh, my pardon. Pardon me, madam. My apologies.
I have to go.
You have to
I
go.
think something.
So what's the word you young kids like to use? Cringe. How cringy is this? She has no idea. Walks up to a person, tries to start a conversation, didn't even bother to ask the name of the person, didn't like try to get to know. I mean, it's just certain basic stuff that dudes understand. Like if you have any game, fellas, this is why code approach is so important. You need to master the code approach. You have to get good at it. So you don't have to go out here in the real life, in the real world, and approach women. And you're gonna start out looking like this young lady right here trying to approach Freshina. You're gonna be horrible at it. But the more you do it, the more you self-reflect, you'll begin to figure out how it works. You'll begin to notice her body language and could tell if she's interested in you or not. You would know how to engage and how to disengage and all that good stuff, right? Especially if you're watching this podcast over here. Stay with Uncle Saint, man. We'll keep you straight over here on YouTube. DL Saint, I really want to know podcast. Let's continue.
Coming up.
Okay, put my number in your phone though. Let's link up later.
I don't.
Fresh,
to
you're not
strangers like
cleaned
that.
up on
Oh, really?
9.
I don't know strangers like that.
Oh, you don't know strangers like that?
No, I don't talk to strangers like that. Sorry.
Okay, we can get to know each other.
I'm okay. Thanks.
Fresh, you're not cleaned up on 9.
You gonna walk away?
Because the accuracy.
You're kind of
You
in
was
my,
gonna walk away like
kind of in
that?
my way.
You was gonna walk away like that?
Fresh, you're not
Could you-
cleaned up.
I feel like this is like assault.
That's crazy. Assault. That's some strong language, ma.
You're coming too close. Could you?
That's strong language.
You're my space.
This is
Man, I'm only 6 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna
Regular
leave now.
girls don't say all that.
Thank you.
Wow.
I
Exactly.
don't agree.
Wow.
And right there towards the end, like Fresh did embellish a little bit, but it's real talk. Like it's women might not say that, but you can tell from their body language, they're absolutely thinking it like, dude, why are you blocking me? Give me some space. What's going on? You know what I mean? Can't you tell I'm not interested in you? Ooh, all that kind of stuff is running through her head. She's trying to get out the situation. And that's why Chris, you can't see him, but Chris, the producer, that was his voice, like clean up on aisle 9 or whatever. So that was like the exit. That's the way out. Hey, I'm at work. I gotta go. You know what I mean? Can I have your number? No, you can't have my number. You don't even know my name. You know what I mean? Can I have your Instagram? Again, I always talk about Instagram, like, yo, let me get your Instagram. That works easier for me. But numbers, I did approach some woman and I was asking for her Instagram and she wanted to give me her number. In fact, she's like, let me give you my number. I'm like, let me get your Instagram. And she got upset, right? Because she knew that was the blow off. And it was. It was the blow off. It was like, I don't need your number. And more importantly, I don't want you to have my number, but I'll take your Instagram. I could call you there. I could FaceTime you there. We could text there. It's all good. You know what I mean? And then when this goes sideways, I could block you there and I ain't got to worry about it. So, and with my phone number, you can get a lot of information with someone's phone number. On certain websites, you enter a phone number, like a first name or something like that, you can get a lot of information off of that. So anyway, she absolutely failed horribly. So let's listen to what the women on the panel have to say about this.
I'm gonna take the number and
I
block it.
don't agree.
Okay. So let's see where she fucked up. She didn't really introduce herself, never asked for a name.
Oh,
You didn't like properly, you didn't properly do a male to woman frame. Like you kind of were weird and creepy
I'm
about
definitely
it.
a virgin
And
with the ladies.
When she tried to walk away, you
I'm
got in
telling
the
you.
way.
And also, I'm facing this way.
Yep.
You're talking to me from
Creepy
the
vibes.
side.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all.
But y'all
Chill
are
on me,
correcting it
bro.
for the
This is
other
my
ones.
first
Don't correct it till
time.
the end, because someone else may make the same.
And you notice she can't take her eyes off that monitor. She just can't. You know, women really care what other people think about them. You, as a guy, you can't care, bro. You can't care. And this is why I'm always talking about being your own man, walking the path. You cannot care what other people think of you. You can't be afraid to go out by yourself. I'm not saying be antisocial. You got to have your crew. You got to have, you know, your inner circle, but you ain't got to be with them all the time. You don't have to ride from A to B with them all the time. Meet them there. Go do some other stuff. Like, hey, man, yo, me, you know, hey, man, meet us at so-and-so. Meet us at Jimmy's Club. You know what I mean? We're going to be there around 1 o'clock. Pull up, bet. I'll be there at 1. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go do some other stuff early at 9, 10, 11. I got some other stuff to do. But by 1 o'clock, I'll pull up. You know what I mean? I'm see you what, come on, you know, pop up in the section, show love, what's good, sit down, post up. I might come in with a woman. You know what I mean? I might come in there, have, you know, somebody meet me there or whatever. Or I might just pick a woman from in there, try to holler at somebody. But I'm not tied to my group. I have the flexibility to do whatever I want to do. And it doesn't affect the friendship. I'm tight with my people. We all the same way. We don't roll like that. So, you know, keep that in mind, youngsters, when y'all out there doing y'all thing. Let's continue.
Oh no,
No, I mean, it was just her because she talked the most shit.
He wasn't really giving me no
that's what I'm
play
trying
anyway.
And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, women don't know fucking
How hard
shit
it is.
about attracting women at all.
No, I get it.
hold on.
Zero clue.
Let me
get it.
do part 2.
Zero clue.
Let's give it one more chance.
Yeah.
I'll do part 2. This is
One more
another way how
time.
girls handle this. Really
I'm
quickly,
ready.
right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm ready.
Because you didn't
I'll
even
give you another
bro,
chance.
Okay. You give me another chance. Okay.
Let's try again.
This exposed so
I'm a
much.
virgin. I'm a virgin with the ladies.
So they gave her another chance and she messed it up. She did a horrible job. We're gonna fast forward because they let another young lady do it who's sitting in on the panel, and she jumped in and she's like, I can do this. And we're about to see her approach. And here we are right here.
Guys, what are we doing? Are you getting a fruit roll up?
Just a snack real quick before I head on my road trip.
Okay. Do you mind if I get
Okay,
I got
sure.
some like
Okay,
candy. I got
yeah.
some candy.
The beach.
the beach?
The mall.
No,
No,
guys,
come on.
let her
At
pick the
work.
scenario, please.
Yeah, just-
What was the scenario you want?
You got some asses, man.
At work.
Gas station?
Gas
That's
station?
a normal. That's a
Okay,
That's a normal
let's do it.
scenario.
A gas station.
Okay, so you're at the pump or you're inside the gas station.
You
Where are
pick.
you at?
What scenario do you want?
You tell me.
We're trying to set you up for success. When
Am
do you
I
want to approach
in the
him or
store?
her?
We're both in line together at the gas station.
Okay, so I'm in front.
All right, so you see how they do this thing. Myron and Fresh, they don't use this tool as a weapon to berate women or beat them over the head with and say you're stupid. They're not doing that at all. They're simply giving women an opportunity to approach so they can appreciate how difficult it is to approach a woman, especially out in the wild. Like you out there in the trenches, cold approaching is the hardest way to meet people. But if you practice and master it, it's the best way to meet them because it's a one-on-one situation. You ain't got to worry about their friends. You don't have any outside dynamics pulling on the situation. It's just really you and her, and you can get in there, you can meet her, and you can maybe set something up for later. But women don't appreciate how difficult it is. And this is like one of the primary tenets of male game. So let's continue. They're in the gas station. They're waiting in line. Freshina's in front of her, and they're, waiting to pay for the gas and whatever else they got.
You're in front.
Got it.
All right.
Perfect.
All right. So she's
So
paying
we're
for her
in
stuff.
line. No, she hasn't paid yet because I want to be able to interrupt.
Okay.
I got
Sure.
some like
Okay.
candy.
Okay,
I got
Yeah.
some candy.
All right.
Boom.
Now tell us how you would do it. So she's in line. How would you
Okay.
make the approach? Go ahead.
Action cut. Boom.
She said action and cut.
Excuse me. Is that okay if I interrupt? Keep the mic in front of you. Excuse me.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Shay, and I just want to say that you look amazing. What's your name?
Thank you. Freshina.
Hey, Freshina. What's going on? Are you getting gas? What are we doing? Are you getting a fruit roll up?
Just a snack real quick before I head on my road trip.
Okay. Do you mind if I get that for you? Because I just feel like I want to provide and protect for you, and I would love to get you that fruit roll up.
Provide and protect me?
I mean, only if you want, no pressure.
I got
But
some
Freshina, I would love to offer you that fruit roll up.
I mean, we just met, but okay.
It's only up to you, only if you want.
Sure.
Is that okay?
I love a manly man.
Okay, perfect. Is it okay if I get your number? Are you okay with that?
Damn,
what are you,
roll-ups?
what are you trying to do?
I would.
So you see how fast things are moving and how old girl is doing this. And what's the first thing she went to? She's like, well, I'm just going to pay. I'm just going to pay. That's going to get me in. And, you know, shout out to Fresh. You know, Don DeMarco to Fresh. Don DeMarco to Fresh for actually doing an outstanding job of portraying the female in this scenario, because she's like, I want to provide and protect. He's like, I don't even know you, and like, well, I want to buy you this and buy you that. He's like, you sure? Doing a really good job of portraying a woman who is going to be confused by that type of approach. She is going to be confused, like, what? So let's continue.
Like to call you, maybe take you out sometime.
Just call me and take me out.
Absolutely.
Where do you want to go?
Where do I want to go? Wherever you want to go, because you're the queen. You're the princess. I'm here for you.
Oh my God.
That's sweet of you.
Hold on.
But I
You
need
gonna
to
pay
know
her?
where we're going.
Okay, so tell me what you like. What are you into?
Because we
Simba.
just met.
What your dreams are?
I don't want to be kidnapped. You
You
know?
know, you could be
I don't wanna
safe with
be
me. Let's start off with a number.
Mhm.
Let me get your number. Is that okay?
She's like, let's start out with a number. Let's get your number. I want to take you out. Where do you want to go? In this scenario, especially as a young dude, as a dude in general, as a man, you have just opened yourself up to the world of the finesse. Like, if you say that to a woman, where do you want to go? What's in Miami or New York or LA or DC, you know what I mean, or Atlanta or Dallas or wherever, here in Tampa? Where do I want to go? I want to go to Burns Steakhouse. You know, I want to go to Ocean's Prime. I want to go to, you know, I want to go to the Edition. And there's a couple spots down there I want to hit inside of Edition. I mean, it's never do that, bro. Where do you want to go? Man, that could cost you $3,000 in one night, opening yourself up to the finesse. And if a woman does finesse you, whose fault is it really? You asked her what she wanted to do. She's sitting there like, what? You don't even know my name, but here you are ready to go out with me and you want to spend all this money on me. Come on now. That's how it works. Gentlemen, this is why you need game. This is why you need to take a little bit of control and learn how to get through her defenses and get to know her real quick. Break contact, you know, after you've gotten your social media or number, however you want to do it. I go with social media, but you want a phone number, get a phone number. As soon as you get that, know how to break contact, maybe compliment on the way out. Bam. But opening up your wallet right away, you setting yourself up for failure.
Okay with you?
Okay, text me.
And your cash app, girl.
Okay, it's 786
Okay, I'm busting out my phone.
305
Okay.
2289.
So if I call you, you're gonna answer?
Yeah,
You know how I'm gonna do.
I'll
First
answer.
of all, I'm calling you right now.
Okay, so all you want is this fruit roll up?
That's it. Thank you.
And how much on what car do you drive?
Oh, the Lexus?
Oh, it's a Lexus. How much does it cost to fill?
Like 100.
Okay, can we fill up her car and the fruit roll up?
Oh, wow. I love a strong man.
Okay,
Damn,
so
she's
hit me
already
up
paying,
whenever you
bro.
want, whenever you're ready.
Okay, thanks,
As long
babe.
as you're comfortable.
Thanks, babe.
I got you.
Damn. Shit, $104 deep.
And that voice you hear in the background is Chris, the producer, and he's right. Right off rip, he's just $104, $100, whatever. Thinking you're right, yeah, I got a number, and she's gonna date me. You don't know if it's the real number. You don't know if that's her real name. You have no idea what's going on with this woman. You're not even paying attention to see if she was into your conversation. You weren't looking for choosing signals, like was she curling her hair? You know what I mean? Was she like making eye contact? You know what I mean? Was she kind of leaning in towards you? Did she bump into you a couple times while she's talking to you? Did she reach out and touch you on your shoulder? Like, did she like grab the traps? You know what I mean? Did she grab the biceps? You know what I mean? Did she do anything? Like, did she touch you in any way? These are the things that you need to be paying attention to. Or was it the opposite? Was she kind of very standoffish, and was she really closed? And, you know, like, was she looking around for help? And was she trying to keep distance? You know, this is the kind of stuff that you need to look at and understand. And how you're going to understand these things, how you're going to learn these things? Trial and error, my friend. You got to get out there and do it.
All right. So now
She's
what?
definitely calling me.
Okay.
No.
So really? Okay.
No.
So this is what I'm doing
No.
after. I get in the car. I call my bae. Bae, you believe this guy at a gas station is paying for my gas and gave me a like free snack?
Now, well,
This is
question for you.
amazing.
Have you ever, has a guy ever paid for your fruit roll up at a gas station? And you went out with him?
Yes.
And you went out with him?
He paid my gas and bought me a fruit roll up,
Yeah.
and I went out to dinner. Absolutely.
So this young lady would go on to cap a little bit. She was talking about how in real life this actual approach has worked on her. She refused to acknowledge that there were more times that it didn't work than it did. And then she changed it. She said, well, you said the mission was, the whole purpose was to get the girl to go on a date with me, to get a number, get her to go on a date. And I did that. I got the number. She said she's going to go on a date. First, like, I gave you a fake number. You don't even know my real name. How you going to get that date? She was like, no, I won. She didn't want to accept the L, right? She took a loss, bro. I mean, it was bad. Like what she did, bro. Her approach. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Her approach was like this, man.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
That's how bad it was, bro. She felt like that. Came over, man. Came over. So, and then they went on to talk about how, they're like the mission is to get sexual access. And she's like, you didn't say that. And then they went into the whole conversation like every man wants sexual access. That's the whole reason for him messing with you in the first place. And then it was like, well, you didn't say that's what the goal was. The goal was to get the number, and then went back and forth. She refused to take the L, right? And then, and then all the women sitting there went into this argument like, well, you're saying that a man just won't be my friend. Like the only thing he wants from me is sex. It's like most dudes will approach you, and that's what they're thinking. They're trying to figure out a way to get close to you so they get an opportunity to get sexual access. I definitely want to. We're gonna jump ahead just a little bit because they did have a little bit of a conversation. So let's see if we can find it.
Way. So if you call me, you wouldn't even come to
But
me.
that's my L. If she took it, she didn't want my number. I've had someone buy me stuff like just
Yeah, but read body language. You told me provide and take care of you. I don't even know you.
okay.
Come on,
Well,
you're over
but
here
then I
paying for
passed
gas
this
and
An option to either take care of me for money or just to finesse. Versus you approach me, you actually have actual game, you get to know me better on a personal level. All right, now let this dude because
you know what's
he's
funny?
cool.
I called that she was gonna do that trick bullshit.
Yeah, 100%.
I knew right away. She's
That's what
like,
they do.
oh, I'm from Atlanta. Oh yeah, what money, blah blah blah. As soon as she said that shit, I was like, okay, she gonna do some dumb shit that some nigga tried on her. She gonna trick.
And let me see if I can find it. It might be closer towards the end, but they were talking about what men really want.
Oh, I'll spend money on you. She'll be
Cool.
like, all right, cool. I'm not attracted to you, but I'll see how long I could take this and what I can get out of it. You
Not
proved it with your
all-
own
not all
experiences.
women.
That's a
But that's
manipulative
why I was
woman.
saying the
No, no,
whole
no,
thing.
oh.
That's
We never said
That's a
Yo, you do
manipulative
realize that the world
woman.
doesn't revolve around you, right?
Yo,
Like,
by the way, that's why this category is for
let
women.
Let me finish my point real quick.
Yeah.
I said one of two boxes.
Yeah.
Some girls, and I said this, some girls will have you in that I'm not attracted to them box, but I could get something out of this, and they'll go ahead and play the game, go out on dates with them without fucking them, hanging out with guys that they don't like. What, you've been on dates with guys you didn't fuck, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You have been on dates with women you didn't fuck. It's a thing.
No, but the
It's-
difference is this: I have the intention of fucking
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
He does.
And that's the problem. that
Men
he's
men
trying to
only
say.
go out with women to have.
Yeah,
There's
trust me.
no other point to go out with women if there's no sex.
There's the end goal.
We don't give a fuck about y'all that much.
That's
Like
right.
men
sucks.
want
That's
sex
right.
with
Y'all
women.
should, man.
We don't go out to talk to a girl about life. What the
Life.
fuck?
Y'all should want to
I
take
go
care
out
of us.
to
bro.
talk.
Wait, who?
If I'm going to talk about life or experiences or whatever, or business, I'm going to talk with a nigga, not a girl, because women and
Why?
men don't live the same experience. Women live a far easier, far more comfortable, far more, plush life than men do.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I
talk to
wouldn't
other
say
men that have had to deal with the bullshit and endure and everything else over a woman. Men only go out with women for sexual access, period.
No, when it's okay, so
Okay.
just out your point as well. When there's a
We're not
connection,
going to fuck
of
about y'all
course,
presence.
then it's good too.
That
as well.
sucks.
It's a bunch of
man.
lying.
First actual date, he's trying to
interesting.
smash.
And here's the thing: women know deep down that we want to smash. You guys just play the
Bro.
game.
We know that.
I'm gonna sell the dream. Maybe we'll smash. Let me get some more money out of him, and then when the day comes where he thinks he's gonna fuck, you ghost him, which is fine. But what I'm saying is that you're delusional if you think men are hanging out with you for your presence. They want to smash. The dudes that took you out on dinner dates, they want to fuck, and you knew that. And you're like, you know what? Let me use this less against them. Get a free dinner out of it. Hang out with them. Maybe get some gifts. And it is what it is.
No, sometimes
And
you have
And there's a lot of people that don't like that. There's a lot of people when they hear that raw truth, they don't like it. It is what it is. It is what it is. If a guy approaches a woman and offers experiences, offers a nice meal, offers, you know, a movie or theater or whatever, and she accepts it, she needs to understand that that dude's trying to smash. And if she doesn't want to accept that, that's fine. He's not doing it just he wants a buddy. Now there are guys out there that have very, very limited game, or their game is straight up goofy. Like they're a game goofy in it. And they are happy with working themselves into a friend zone situation, and they will sit there and wait. But what do they want? They want to smash. On this platform, on the Fresh and Fit platform, they have women on here all the time that says my best male friend would never have sex with me. They get her phone, have her call a dude, and they play the game like, look, you got to do this for real. You can't, you know, don't be acting funny. Call him up, seduce him right now. Say, hey, I really want someone, like I'm, you know, I just feel comfortable with you. Things aren't really right with my situation with so-and-so or whatever. And I just need somebody to give me that release. Can you come over and help me out with that? Can you come over and do this or whatever? 8 times out of 10, 8.5 times out of 10, the dude's like, I'll be on my way. I'm coming over there. And the times that say the guy says no is because he's like, I know you're on the Fresh and Fit podcast. This don't sound like this is a trap. But he really wants to smash. Dudes are just built that way. If they get an opportunity to have an intimate situation with a woman, his friend or not, he's more than likely going to take that opportunity. That's just how it works. And there are dudes that their game is the friendship game. They get in there, they act like they're buddies, and then they sit there and they wait. They wait until she is vulnerable, and then they strike. That is how it's done. And, you know, those guys will wind up in a relationship with the woman, and it won't last because she thinks he's a coward. And when she figures out what he really did, she realizes she doesn't want him or whatever, and she moves on. Sometimes it works. Sometimes they get together and they live that life. They get married, have a bunch of kids, and they live happily ever after. It just depends. You know what I mean? And this is why I really like this platform. Because I can't think of any place else where you get to see this dynamic. And there's a bunch of people who tried to, you know, imitate Fresh and Fit, but they haven't quite captured what Myron and Fresh have mastered at this point, right? In only 3 years. So you know, every now and then you get a good panel. This panel wasn't that bad. And the women on the panel are actually sitting there thinking about what's going on and like, man, these dudes are right. They don't want to admit it. Like these dudes are right. So I just wanted to throw that out there, guys. Women, it is very difficult to meet you guys, to get to know you guys, and to get you guys to agree to come out with us or whatever. It is hard to pursue women. Very, very difficult indeed. Y'all don't realize how tough it is because you're not out there pursuing men. Men are pursuing you. And even if you decide you want a guy, especially if you're young, you know, you're attractive, even if you're old, you're attractive, you know what I mean? You got a good personality. Men are going to talk to you. Men are going to talk to you. 99.9% of dudes are going to stop in their tracks to holler at you. Try to go, excuse me, sir, excuse me. He's going to holler at you, especially if you're attractive. But you can be Idris Elba, and you ain't going to get those kind of results. You're not going to get every woman that want to come talk to you. Like some women will run from you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I know there's a lot of people out there that can't stand Myron and Fresh. It's all good. You know what I mean? Those are my guys. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. They're my dudes. I rock with them. I get it. If you don't rock with them, that's fine. But put all that aside and just strip all that away and just listen to what was being said and analyze that scenario of women trying to holler at men. And bro, you just can't. You can't not see that women can't figure that out, man. They just can't do it. They just can't do it. It's just too difficult. And so yeah, that's my take on that. Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm crazy or whatever. And I appreciate y'all, man. This was a little bit long for one of my DL shorts, but hey, I wanted to get it all the way in. Pause. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.